This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Tunnel and Razor.
You may be looking to buy a house, or perhaps you're ready to sell and you want to get your place looking its best before you put it on the market.
Now, if you're not careful, something as simple as painting your front door or putting a lawn decoration in your front yard might end up causing you a lot of strife. It all depends on whether or not you're part of a homeowners association. Well, joining us today to help us better understand is Jane Patchell, who's an associate attorney at Tunnel and Razor in Sussex County. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me start right off the top, right? What is a homeowners association?
A homeowners association is a group, the members of which own lots or units in a community, and it regulates the use of those units and the common areas in the community.
And there are many advantages to being part of a homeowners association, aren't there?
Yes, there are. Some of the main advantages are that you're located in a planned community, so you know what the development will happen in the future. It regulates the appearance of the properties so that there's a uniformity and it will protect your market values. In addition, it helps with the public safety of the community by having certain requirements.
So it can be a very good thing for you, but you've run into some people who've had problems with it too.
I have. Unfortunately, it can be a benefit and it can also be a burden on you. Some of the examples that I've run into, the most stringent one is a community that regulates how you can improve your property.
Yeah.
You must submit plans and specifications, and the improvements must comply with the surrounding properties. So you sometimes lose a little bit of your independence and being able to reflect your own individual taste.
So what kind of restrictions can be implemented on the homeowners?
Some of the restrictions that can be implemented include how you can improve your property, building materials, colors, etc. Improvements as far as what you can place in your yards, whether there's statues, flags, things of that sort.
So in other words, and I lived in one of these communities one time, if I want to paint my front door, I've got to ask permission for this color?
In certain communities, yes, they have an architectural review board that must review all requests before you make any improvements.
And it can even be what you park in your driveway as well.
It can be, particularly if you have a vehicle that's used for commercial purposes that has a sign on the side of it that advertises your business that is not permitted in a residential neighborhood.
I can see how that would be a pain in the neck. But we've got some neighbors that absolutely will not cut their grass. So in this, for instance, a homeowners association is a good thing.
Absolutely. The homeowners associations can regulate how your yards are maintained. Typically, if a neighbor is not cutting their grass, the association can send a demand letter for the owner to cut the grass. If they don't do so themselves, some associations have the right to enter on the property, cut the grass, and then turn around and charge that owner the cost incurred to do so.
So what are my rights if I live in a community that has a homeowners association?
Your rights include being a member of the association, being able to take advantage of all the common elements. Once a deed is signed as the homeowner, you're bound by the restrictions that are contained in a declaration. When you purchase the property, you must receive a copy of those restrictions either from the seller of the property or your attorney when they close on the property should provide that to you.
So you need to really pay close attention when you're buying a home and read all of the fine print?
Absolutely. We recommend that you read it prior to closing on a property to make sure that you understand what your rights and your obligations are to the association. And if you don't understand, please call your attorney and ask them to explain to you.
Okay, I live in the community, but I'm not a part of a homeowners association. Do I still have to pay attention to the rules by the community for what I need to do with my property?
Yes. If you are in a community that has restrictions, those restrictions are applicable to you, and any of your neighbors, even if there's not an association, can enforce them upon you. In addition, you always must comply with your local zoning ordinances.
All right.
How about that?
We need to pay attention when we're buying a house.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much. Some
Thank
wonderful
you.
information. Appreciate you coming in. How about that? Now, if you'd like to read more about Tunnel and Razor, including more about their homeowner association representation, all you have to do is go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab.
Still ahead on Delmarva Life, kiss your bloated belly goodbye. We're going to share simple steps to a smaller stomach, and we're not talking crunches.
Bye-bye, Billy. From steps to a tighter tummy to superfoods that'll boost your health, a little bit later on, we'll be back in the kitchen making a cancer-fighting, nutrient-rich dish the entire family will love. But first, you know we've got a seat waiting for you in the Delmarva Life audience. Come be a part of the fun in Historic Studio D. Book your seat by visiting delmarvalife.com. Click on the show tab or just give us a call, 443-880-9116. Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.